Hi everyone, this is John and Jackie with OpenLove101.com. And this morning, John and I got on kind of an interesting topic. We were talking about, actually it started off with me saying the relationship that I have with John is so drastically different from any other relationship that I've ever had. And it kind of stemmed from an honesty topic that we were having. I was talking about, here I am in this relationship where I have all of this freedom, we have this consensual non-monogamous relationship. It allows both of us to explore our sexuality with each other, with others. We can form empathetic bonds with other people in addition to the bond that we have with each other. There's just this whole atmosphere of honesty that I have never had before, and I don't know, it's kind of like which came first, the chicken or the egg. I'm not sure if it's because I'm in this non-monogamous relationship, and so because I'm in that, and part of the foundation of that is honesty, I'm able to tell John things that I haven't felt as though I could be particularly honest about, and not honest in the fact that I was dishonest, but honest in my ability to feel as though I could reveal maybe some things about myself from that standpoint in some of my other relationships as opposed to this one. And we kind of just got on topic about those differences and the importance of those.
Yeah, and I think what happens too is when you're honest about, when you've decided to reveal something in your past that you felt as though you weren't able to share with anyone else, that encourages the other person, me, to share the same things. It takes away some of the fear I might have about what you're going to think of me if you know that I had these fantasies or these things happen to me when I was younger, or I went through this as an adult. Whatever it is that, in all of my other relationships, I had secrets. Not secrets that happened during the relationship, but secrets of my past that I wasn't willing to share.
Right.
And Jackie had the same. And we got on that topic because we were sharing about how couples are so honest with each other, but it's also about being honest with yourself and acceptance of the other person. I think what makes our relationship so great is I accept you and all of those things that, your past and your fantasies and all the things that make you up inside, those things that you weren't willing to share with people before because you were afraid of what they were going to think of you, and me the same.
Right. But
I accept you for all those things. I encourage it. I love talking about, even though you've already told me, I love talking about them, and you feel the same about me. And that's something I've never had in a relationship before. And I don't know if that's just with our relationship. So if any of you out there have a similar relationship with your spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend, please let us know. We'd be interested in hearing about it, because to me it's an amazing. Is it common in all strong consensual non-monogamous relationships to have that kind of honesty and acceptance of each other?
Well, it's a transparency, and there's a trust in that transparency as well, an encouragement of that transparency.
It takes a tremendous amount of trust for you to share those things with. You have to trust me. So, I can't even imagine. And vice versa. I really had to trust you to share some of those things with you.
Well, and you have to trust yourself as well, because there's no guarantee. There is no guarantee when you reveal certain things about yourself, how the other person is going to take those and what they're going to do with those. And, that's another revelation that came to me being in this consensual non-monogamous relationship, is because this type of a relationship fosters this foundation of this transparency and of this honesty. And there's something, almost sacred about it. The thought of ever using the revelations that John has told me about himself, if I, ever even considering using something like that against them or against your partner, isn't even something that I would consider in this lifestyle. So it's interesting to me, like John said, if anyone else out there is finding a true difference or parallel between how their relationship is with their partner in this consensual non-monogamous relationship as opposed to maybe other relationship models that they followed, it would really be interesting to kind of gauge how that graph would go.
And you know, it was for me really empowering to be able to share those things with another human, you know, you, and to not have to carry that around anymore, you know, the secrets. And I think I got the same feeling from you, that it really was empowering and freeing at the same time. Well,
and I think, you know, we've talked about this before too. Well, and I don't think I know. When you have a fear, it can really consume you. Once you talk about it, or once you reveal it, or once you turn the light on, once you can grasp hold of whatever that fear is, it almost immediately dissipates.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been our experience with each other that those things about ourselves that we held on to out of, you know, like you said, out of whether it was how we thought we would be viewed by our partner, or how society viewed what we thought had happened to us, and so it wasn't something that we felt that we could talk about. You know, any of those things. Once we were able to get that out on the table, did the fear or control that it had on our lives at one point, it just started to evaporate.
It does.
And so then you can talk about it. And so then not only can you talk about it, but you start to see those instances in a different light.
Yes, you know, and the other thing, you really learn about your partner. You learn so much about your partner, and those lessons, those things that you've learned can be applied to, you know, the other things that you do together. And it also really, some of these things that we do, you know, the foundations that we have in our relationship, honesty, trust, communication, they take practice. I mean, it takes practice to learn how to communicate well, to be able to share some things that are bothering you because of fear of what your partner is going to, you know, the repercussions of sharing those things. It takes practice learning to do them, and then seeing that you just get love back. And it helps us when we're out there today and we're, you know, maybe trying to meet another couple at a swingers club, and we can both be honest about who we're interested in. And, you know, I think for new couples, that's really important. If you start your journey by just making sure you're being really honest with yourself and with each other, it will help you to be honest when it comes time to make decisions about things you're trying to do as far as, you know, swinging is concerned. So,
yeah, no doubt.
Anyway, thanks for listening to us today. We really enjoyed it. And please be sure and sign up on opennlove101.com so you'll receive our emails on upcoming blogs and other things that we have going on in our lives. In the meantime, really enjoy your swinging lifestyle, and see ya. Did you enjoy that video? Then please subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll get plenty more.